Hi, Joey here. I have another classic game for you guys. This one is another PlayStation 2 game, and this is one that around about 2006 was very popular. At least the idea of it was very popular. This is the Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII, and let's go ahead and check it out. This game, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, and especially a fan of Final Fantasy VII, you probably already know about this game, and you probably a lot of people, a lot of diehard fans of this this particular of the RPGs were very disappointed in this game. But I think it's actually a pretty good game. I think it's a bit of a hidden gem too. I'll have to go as far as to say that because I don't know. It's a great shooter. Right now I'm getting chased down by a bunch of hounds, crimson hounds as they're called, and give you a little background on this game. This game came out at the same time that I want to say it was just after the Final Fantasy movie Advent Children came out, and that kind of sparked this game. This was a little bit of a side adventure that focuses on the character Vincent from the original Final Fantasy VII game. And like I said, a lot of people were disappointed at how this game came out because it was not an RPG, and for a few reasons, people just wondered why Square Enix would make a game like this. But I think if you look back, it's a pretty good game. The graphics even hold up pretty well. I'm a fan of these kind of like shooter games, and this is one that has a lot of exploration. It has a lot of varied kind of shooting, and it also has kind of RPG elements in the way of in the way of kind of upgrading your guns, and it also uses a lot of like the systems like materia and stuff from the Final Fantasy games. I think another disappointment for people was the actual fact that there's a few references to Final Fantasy in this, but it's really not that much, and I think people were a little disappointed in that. But I mean, I like the fact that even I've played a few Final Fantasy games, but I'm not a true fanatic of it, and anyone could pick up this game and get into it. There's not so much fan service that you'd be lost, and this is it's a really interesting concept. I'm just into it. This is probably like the second or third level or so, and it's a lot of it's a lot of gunfire. You have different guns. That's what's really cool about it. That Vincent definitely comes packing, and yeah, it's an interesting concept that I kind of wish someone would have kind of picked up from its heels and kind of went ahead and went further with it. But I guess it was one of those things that just wasn't to be. But yeah, I mean, I think this is definitely a game worth visiting or revisiting. It's not digitally anywhere that I know of. I know to pick it up on online somewhere at one of those storefronts, it probably yield you about maybe $15 or so to get a pretty decent copy. But I think it's worth it. To revisit something like this, and so yeah. I'll go ahead and continue to get my ass handed to me by these hounds. Dirge of Cerberus. I think it's definitely worth playing.